you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Zandra and I create natural hair related content and also some beauty content and a little lifestyle content sprinkled in. But today's video, we're going to get into the nitty gritty. We're going to find out exactly how your girl thinks of the Revair. I mean, is it worth it, sis? Is it worth it, or should you save your coins and get a better alternative? So stay tuned for my thoughts on the Revair. Okay, first, before I get into my thoughts of the Revair, I'm going to show you guys the device and the attachment that I got that I recommend if you were to buy this. So the first thing that I have is the Revair Get a Grip wand holder. This is what it looks like. And this is basically a stand that you're going to use. You're going to prop it on your desk like this, and you put the Revair in that. But I'm going to pull out the device I have right here, and it's very heavy. It's very, very heavy. This is the device, and it has a long hose. And this right here, I believe, is the wand, and this is the hose part. So it has an unlock and lock feature. When you unlock it, you pop it out, and then when you put it back in, you can lock it and it stays in place. With my device, I had a grip holder right here that goes alongside this right here to clamp it in place, but it broke. So I am not a fan of that, but I'm going to get to my thoughts of the device overall and everything like that. I just wanted to point that out to you guys because that's something that you got to notice right off the top that's missing. So we have the filter part of this Revair that I'm going to show you guys. So this is the filter part. You turn it, already installed it. So let me see, I probably have to clean this out. Yep. So this is the hair that I lost in the last 3 uses. So I'm gonna pop that out and clean this. So this is how much hair I've lost in 3 uses, which is very small amount. I'm gonna toss that in the trash, pop it back in, and then pop this part back in. Can I get it? There we go. And then lock it. So I locked it back in place. You see how easy that was? Right here is the settings for tension. So it's 0 to 6, no, 0 to 7 actually. Yep, 0 to 7. I normally put on 7 with my hair because I like a sleeker blow dry look. And at the top here, I don't know if you guys can see it, there's an on and off switch right here. So on and off switch over there. And then on this side, it has the cord that you can wrap around and attach right here to keep it in place. So you see this is locked in place. So that's pretty much all of the settings. The only other setting that I'm going to show you guys on the Revair is on the hose. So on the hose part of the Revair, it has 3 different settings. It has the cool, which is in the middle, the warm, and then the high. So typically when I blow dry my hair, I use the high setting, and yeah, that's what I use. I also have this carry bag, which I'm gonna show you guys in a second, bear with me.
I just tuck this thing in here.
I have this carrying bag for the Revair, which is very convenient. Now that you guys have seen the Revair and the different features of it, I am going to dig into my review. So we're gonna break it down with the performance. So the performance of the Revair, it claims that it's going to basically help to smooth the cuticle while also providing less heat damage to your hair. Those are the claims. It says it's supposed to be smooth, it's supposed to be shiny, all that good stuff. So I'm going to try to do a video. It depends how many likes this video gets, but if you guys want me to do a demo of me using this Revair, make sure you comment that down below and like this video. That way I know that you want that demo. I can definitely attest to those claims. I feel that my hair is shiny. It's also very, very smooth. My cuticles are super duper smooth, which makes it very easy for me to, not have to worry about detangling my hair 50,000 times after blow drying it, like some dryers do. Also, another benefit is that my hair is smoother to the point where when I trim it, I can see the split ends clearly, right? I'm going to say another pro of the Revair is that I have quicker drying than I normally would have. And what I mean by that is when I use the Revlon one-step blow dryer, or if I attempted to use a regular tension method, those things take too much for me. And with me having fine hair, this may not be the case if you have thicker hair strands, but me having fine hair strands, I want something where I use less heat. And not only less heat, but less harsh of a heat. So I noticed with this dryer, my hair doesn't feel hot to the touch. It doesn't feel like it's breaking or fragile or anything like that, which is a definite plus for me. This blow dryer was priced
very high.
so we're gonna get into the cons. Okay, so you heard the pros, now let's get into the cons. The cons of the Revair is that it's heavy. You're gonna have a, unless you have the carrying case that I showed you guys in the beginning of this video, you're gonna have a hard time transporting this thing. It's heavy. I mean, it's not hard to carry, it's carryable, but the way they have it set up where it wraps around the device to hook it on the back, that thing will break. That thing will break eventually. It broke on me within maybe 3 months of having it, and I was very gentle with my device. I keep it in a specific area, so that's the only another drawback that's on there, is not as strong, so I don't feel that it's going to do a good job long term. But as far as everything else with the device, is nice and sturdy, and things like that. So another con is that the roots take more practice to straighten. And what I mean by that, when you put it on the root, like how the direction says, you're supposed to turn it on your root. You're not supposed to do like this, you know, like back and forth. You're supposed to turn it on the root, make sure all the root, every area of that section, and work in smaller sections and make sure that it's really getting those roots. Some people use too big of the sections, and I get it, sis, because when I first used this device, it took me like, I think, an hour to dry my whole head. And that's because, you know, learner's curve, or whatever you want to call it. When you first use a device, it's going to be harder for you to do it. Okay, guys, so those are the pros and cons of the Revair. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Would you purchase this, or do you need to see the demo of your girl using it on my fine natural hair? Let me know. Fine type 4 high density. If you don't follow me, make sure that you follow me on Instagram at _NaturallyZandra, where you will get to see behind the scenes footage, and you would have already seen me using the Revair, because every time I use it, I post it on my stories or I post it on my page. So if you want to get the behind the scenes, definitely go follow me on that account. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for tuning in and choosing my video out of the thousands of videos you could have picked. I know that you're going to enjoy it here. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to go on this natural hair journeys together. So without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.